Promise me to spend time with me tomorrow.
No. Because we're going to be partying. I don't want to be around someone that is like attracted to me.
Okay, why would you say that though?
I'm just saying it for myself. Like, you've done the craziest thing when you were tipsy. Like,
It's giving more like we're gonna spend time with him when you're feeling that we're gonna spend time with me.
Kola Wole, what is your plan? What is your plan? What do you want? Because you're saying she doesn't spend time with you on Thursdays and Saturdays. Obviously, those are the days that they have parties, and it's like, you know, he has noticed that she doesn't like spending time with him on both days, and she's like, obviously, like this is for me. I'm trying to avoid being in a tipsy situation and then us being in the same space and all of that. And he now told her to promise him that she's going to spend time with him tomorrow. Is that right? Anyway, we're going to get to that. Let's talk about their wager presentation because it was kind of hilarious. It was nice. I particularly enjoyed it. I don't even know how people that decided to say that these people did not win their wager today. But we're going to discuss the different acts, the different things that they did, the spooky things, the snake in the house. It has been a crazy day or a crazy week with their wager presentation. So let's just talk about it. All right. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that I can get notified each time I post a brand new video. So they were to create like a spooky drama. Hi Bright Jimmy. Guys, confirm if the sound is okay. Hi Ghost Power. I hope you guys can hear me. Hope you guys can hear me. Yeah. Sound check, sound check. So they were to create like a spooky drama. They were divided into two groups as usual. So for the first group, we had Doris that came in and narrated to them what the drama was all about. Michi is saying they're super. Yes, there's actually a snake in the house now. The ninja has taken a snake into the house. First of all, it was at the arena, and now the ninja has gone into the house with it. They told them to go to the garden, and I believe maybe they want to put the snake. No, I don't think they want to put the snake in the house, but they want them to feel like there's a snake in the house. So I think they will now put like props, like a snake prop to scare them. But it's not over yet, right? So yeah, okay. Gospel said you can hear me. Okay, yeah. So they were divided into two teams. So for this first team, their storyline was that Doris had a brother. Her brother was Bright, and then she invited Bright and his friends. She told Bright to invite his friends over for them to have like a party, like a spooky party, right? But then she had evil intentions because these friends are his friends that had bullied him when they were younger. So she was like, okay, we're going to use these spooky lines to scare them, right? So she just read out the theme or the brief for the presentation. She was one that just introduced it in her own way.
This day of terror will be stuck in their minds. This experience, one of a kind. If you cry, I will drink your tears. You better face your fears, because after all, no one cares.
Yeah. So that is how she introduced it, and I like her intro. I like the way they decided to introduce their drama and explain their drama presentation throughout, right? So for the way it was, so this week is all about facing your fears, right? So now all of the friends that came for the party, normal, they had different fears and all, right? So immediately they entered the house for the party. That's when everything started. You know how it is in like horror movies where you go to a haunted house and then everything turns upside down. All of a sudden the lights are going off, things just start happening. That's exactly what happened to them, right? So they went in and then lights went off, and Doris came in and read something to them that gave them a clue on how they were going to face their fears, right? How they were going to come out of that situation. So that's how the beginning part was.
Who of light?
I beg who of light?
What's it dark?
I beg who of light?
You see why everyone comes to this party? Go! Face your fears. Stop the noise! Stop the noise! I think I found something.
So Bright was the first person to face his fears. He has his fear of darkness. He's scared of darkness. So that was the person that happened. The lights went off, and then Bright had to face his fears in order to find the key that will open the door that will lead them out of the first exit, right? So there were different doors that they had to pass through to be able to escape that house. So it's a haunted house, and they needed to do things that would help them leave the haunted house, which is facing their fears. So each of them had to face their fears. For Joanna, her fear, she had the fear of like masquerades. So there was a masquerade there that she had to fight. She had to fight the feeling of the masquerade being there in order to get the key to move on to the next room, right? Oh, okay. um, Obande Joseph said both teams' performance was very poor and rubbish. It's fair judgment from Biggie. I enjoyed it though. Maybe I was just too carried away by like the idea of like everything being scary and just like it was just the excitement for me. I was just excited, like seeing them being all spooky and stuff. I particularly enjoyed it. I thought that they were going to actually win their wager, but Big Brother had other thoughts, and I guess maybe the expectations were very high and they didn't meet that. Then for Couture, his own, I think he had a fear of bugs, and then he went in, he was there eating, and he found something in his food, but he had to like pull through it, and then that's how he found the key to the next one. This one was the most hilarious. I don't even know why. I'm surprised Big Brother did not like give Kola like special recognition because Kola acted so well. So he had the fear of like, is it ghosts or dolls? Dolls, and these were like ghost dolls and stuff. They did so well. They looked like actual the actual things that they were portraying. So they now went to the next room, and this is what they met, which was now Kola's fear. He had to face that fear in order to get the key from Tracy's hand. So it was Tracy and Soso that were acting this part. For the masquerade part, it was Denari that acted it out, right? So they had to get to this point and face this fear again. So yeah, so that's how they just kept going, and then all of them went through their different fears. At the end of the day, they came together, and Doris now explained what the fear is all about. So when they went through all the doors, they now realized that everything was all in their head. Like it wasn't even real. It was basically like all in their head, and the environment or the situation just made them face all of that. Right. So that was what it was about. Then Doris now came in and spoke about fear, whether they will face their fears or they will run from it and all of that. And that's how they concluded the drama, their play.
FEAR. Would you rather forget everything and run or face everything and rise?
Doris did very well. I'm not even gonna lie. Like she was good with her part, and people that also gave her like accolades for reads. So for the second team, they started on a very high key. You know how it is with like what did they call it with horror movies where the beginning you just see something will just happen somewhere. They will just show you like crazy things that has happened in a particular place, and then they will now take you back to normal situation where new people will now go back to that place and experience the same thing. So that's what happened with Coin. The first thing they showed where the ghost was, you know, getting rid of Coin, and then before the drama now started. And I think that was the only thing that made like the highlights crazy for this part, right? That's what they showed. Then Sultana, their storyline, Mide had her birthday party. They had just gone out to like party, chill, vibe, and everything. So they were going back home, and they now met Sultana that had like that was doing tarot readings, right? They now wanted to see what she had in store for them. Coin did not want to join them and do that, but they were like, let's just see what's there. let's just go through with it. And then she told them, if you're starting this thing, you're not going to, there's no going back, right? And she now started reading out their telling them about their past, right?
Are you lost? No. The moment you start, there's no going back.
Oh, please, it's fine.
Sultana really looks like that kind of person that'll tell you something and you just be scared, like, okay, like she was giving witch vibes, like there's no going back. She did well. So now each of them, she told each of them something from their past, right? Something that made them develop different fears. Like for Faith, she told him about I think he lost somebody when he was younger or so, and then midday Abi Koyi was spider. He had a spider situation that made him start being scared of spiders and everything. So she spoke to each of them about their past and things that made them develop certain fears for things, right? And that's how they introduced their storyline of like their different fears.
5 years
Yeah.
ago, you lost your mother in a car crash, and now you're scared of death.
No way! One of you told her! No way! How do you know that?
Calm down. Let's have do another one.
So that's how she continued for all of them, and she was able to read for the rest of them, and then like I said, introduce it to them. Oh, I said it. I knew that that was what Big Brother was going to do. So the ninjas took snakes into the house when they were there, and then told them to go to the garden, right? And then after telling them to go to the garden, the ninjas were still inside. So now the housemates believe that there are snakes in the house, or there's a snake in the house. So this night, I don't think they're going to sleep well. They will keep looking for that snake, and I don't think the snake is in the house. They're in trouble. I like that. People that you're doing very, 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 very well. So now, after they finished doing the reading for them, Imisi came out as the witch, right? So their fears basically came to life after that whole situation. You know how you're playing a game, all those games in movies where you enter the game and then everything comes to life. You don't have to face those things. And it's either you survive. If you don't survive in the game, you not survive in real life. So this one now, Imisi came into basically actualize their different fears on them. That's Koi's own came to pass, Faith's own came to pass, right? So that was Imisi's role in the play. At some point, I don't know, the second team, at some point they were sounding very funny. Like I understood where their story was trying to go, but it was just giving like a drop from a hill, downhill, like came from the peak and started going down. So now Faith was off, Coin was off because they were not able to face their fears. Their fears overcame them. For Mide and Avatar, they're the only ones that were able to face their fears. Mide had like the fear of darkness, Avatar had the fear of height, and they were the only ones that scaled through in this part. All right.
Face your fears.
So yeah, they overcame. Those two overcame, and Fate now concluded. This conclusion was very unnecessary, and like it just I don't know. I think this part of it was I was like after people have finished scaring us, he now came out to say, "Oh, fear this, fear that, fear that." I say, I beg, people should leave my screen.
There are 8 billion people on Earth, and this week we're told to face our fears as a team.
Very few of us didn't face our fears, but it is to say that you're not alone.
You're not alone, call. You're not alone, knee. Zita is part of the prank. Oh, I honestly can't wait to go see what's happening in the house. I'm going to get back to it after I'm done with this video. I'll go and watch videos um from the past. So at the end of the day, Big Brother commended the witches, that's Tracy and so the dolls, the witch dolls, and then also commended Doris, right, for doing very well. But then he told them that their drama, this thing, they fell short in some areas. Number one was like the parts where they had to use the keys to open the doors. That they could have come up with something else, not just keys opening doors, right? And then he said something about their storyline. He just gave his verdict, like the good parts, and also told them the parts that they did not do very well. Okay, he told Bright that his relationship with his sister had no substance. Like Doris was a sister, but they did not speak like brother and sister. That there could have been more connection there to show that okay, this is really your sister, right? And then for the other team, he commended Sultana and Imisi. You know, Sultana embodied her role very well. Imisi also did same. He asked her whether she has been a witch in her past life, and she said no. For the second team, he told them that they started on a very high key. They had a good start, but at some point, as if they ran out of storyline. So he was not impressed like that. And it was basically a mediocre performance to him. So they lost their wager, right? And then that's when the ninjas now brought the snake into the house. It was a crazy situation. See, Bright, Bright, you too do, Bright. Even if it's to just react small, he has just been forming, oh, I'm not scared. We know you're not scared. But like, what's the fun of it? Imagine all of them standing there and Big Brother is trying to scare them and everybody just standing, forming Odeshi. I'm not scared, I'm not scared. It's will be boring now. Ah, you move body small. See how you're just there standing. Even the other people were even standing behind. I said, okay. So the snakes now, after this whole thing that the ninjas did with the snakes at the arena, they also took it into the house. Maybe I'll include that in my morning video. Then let's now talk about the Kola and Dede's conversation. So they were having a conversation today, and he was just talking about her not spending time with him yesterday. And she not told him, today I put you for a chat because just to make up for yesterday. And they just spoke for a long time. He asked her different questions, asked her about Soso, asked her about Sultana, whether maybe they'll reconcile and everything. She's like, she doesn't really need to talk to Soso or anything. Then at some point, he was now telling her that she doesn't like to spend time with him on Thursdays and Saturdays. And why is that? She was not like she would not like to spend time with somebody that is attracted to her on those days because she's going to be tipsy. Like they're both going to be tipsy. That has he seen what he did when he was tipsy? That he did the craziest thing when he was tipsy, and she was talking about his kiss with Isabella. Like for him to do that, that means being tipsy and then being together is not a good match. It was not like no that she shouldn't say that. That is giving like she would prefer to spend more time with the other person than him. And I'm sure he was talking about Coin here because she spends the most time with Coin yesterday. So he was not like, oh, so would she not prefer to spend more time with Coin than with him? So like that's not the case. It's just like a meeting. I'm trying not to put myself in probably like a compromising situation and stuff. Yeah.
Promise me you spend time with me tomorrow.
No. Because we're going to be partying. I don't want to be around someone that is like attracted to me.
Okay, why would you say that though?
I'm just saying it for myself. Like, you've done the craziest thing when you were tipsy. Like,
It's giving more like, better spend time with him when you're feeling that, better spend time with me.
Kola Wale, like I asked at the beginning of this video, what do you want? What do you want? You want that kiss? You're looking for it by all means. He's pushing so hard for them to have that kiss. Bride knows Biggie won't harm them. Yes, and I think that's why he's doing that. Like we know, I know that Biggie is not going to do anything that will harm them. He's just going to scare them, But then, just make it fun. They're all catching cruise, but he's taking it too serious. So now she was not telling him, like I said, he was pushing so hard. This kiss thing he has been on it. Even that night that they were together in the room, like they had like the whole pecking thing. He was just saying, "Oh, I've dreamt about kissing you, this and that." He's always like bringing up the kiss talk. When you're putting something in someone's head, it's just subconsciously be there because this person has been saying, "Oh, I've imagined kissing you. I've dreamt about kissing you. I want to kiss you. I hope we kiss. Hey, kiss, kiki, everywhere." It will now be in your head. Maybe you now start imagining it before you know. It's like preparing you for that, right? So because he was now telling her that has she ever thought about like what would happen if they get a kiss and everything? She was not saying like, she's not going to how did she even put it safe? Let me play it first before I proceed.
Do you think you'd be surprised if you ever kiss me?
If I kiss you? Child, I don't know. Would you be?
No, really. I have a feeling like it might happen one day. I don't know when it will happen, but I feel like it will happen and you'll be like, Kola, what did I just do?
I know what I did. I didn't ask what did I just do. So it was my decision to do that. What do you mean by what did I just do?
So she was just saying, he was just saying whether she will now be surprised and everything, that it feels like it's going to happen one day. I say, oh, wahala deo. It's okay. Kind of negotiate we are watching. Okay, so like if you were confused, if you were trying to, I believe we all know right now that it was pecking that happened that day. For those that maybe still had like doubts, this conversation just like clears everything up. They are yet to kiss. I believe they are still going to, but I don't really like the way he's pushing for it. It's like putting it in the person's head. But now them Sabisha, we are still here. Then he now started leaning forward. I said, sir, sure you know go shift back, make the girl see road. Like take a step back. Let's take a step back. Let's see road. But she even had to like push him back a bit.
Tell me you've actually imagined it before.
How do you know?
You told me that.
Okay, watch it now,
Tell me,
man.
like you've never imagined it. Like, one time you imagined it was that nice.
So now I think this is part of the reasons why this whole thing is giving because this conversation that he was having with in this conversation he was having with Culture was just telling him that they this and on the outside they didn't know reach for where in day. Like more like she's not on his level. And it's like this is just a game and everything. And how did he even put it again? There's a way he basically said it's a game, and I'm like, okay, why are you pushing for you guys to like be all mushy mushy and kissy kissy? Like, is this your whole game plan? And I think that's why it's like, that's why it's good to stay wicked, though. Stay wicked because the person that you're trying to even like, give your attention to may not even still be pure and honest at the end of the day.
See for outside, Diddy no fit come close to where you dey. For outside, me I like as the child let her know say make she dey enjoy the privilege now.
Like I said, my game, and at the end of the day, the only focus.
Oh, Kola, you too talk. Kola too talk. See, Culture say he likes that. It's just letting her know like she should enjoy the privilege of having him here in the house. That's not the vibe he's giving her. Like, if you want to give that vibe of like, okay, me and you, we know day or level no day for outside. It's just here. This conversation was quite odd to me. Like, why is he even nodding to that? He would have just not given it that kind of listening ears, or he would have shut it down, right? But he was agreeing, saying that anyway, like that's now them know the kind game when they play. Now you know the kind game when they play. So all these efforts and all the chasing and everything, trying to make someone emotionally attached to you and physically attached to you just to play a game. It's fine. Moving on, Tema made bole for the housemaids. I brought it here because Pitakwa people bole is like that food that you must have at one point in your life. Not at one point. It's like if like something that you eat all the time. So I like that she made it for them, repping Pitakwa people. Then yesterday Tracy told Couture that she likes coin, and Couture was just telling her that she should respect herself. Oh, let her not go and like do anyhow.
Better not do anything stupid. Either you leave or win the show.
Oh, me, I'm waiting for her to say it too. She has not said it to him yet, Sha, but Tracy and Coin. It's all right. That's the dynamics that I did not see coming. Then Dede and Jason, there was a conversation that they had, and it had to do with her. She was just telling him that he should stop asking her questions about, oh, where did she sleep? Whose bed did she sleep on? That they don't do that. That they should stop doing that. Like more like maybe monitoring each other kind of thing. And it was like, should we do it or should we not do it? She was like, nah, let them not do that. They should not operate on that vibe. They should just probably mind their business and all. Yeah.
Like you did say, oh, whose bed did I sleep in? So I don't get why you'd say that, and I can't get to say that is fake, and that is something you always do. But we should not do that.
I'm sorry. So should we or should we not?
You should not.
At all.
That's all.
Alright, that's fine. So I will stop. You have to stop
I'm
too.
following you because I don't say disrespectful things to people.
So yeah, he said he's going to stop. He'll stop asking questions in that regard, and she's going to stop too. So I don't know. I feel like Jason really likes Dede, but it's I wouldn't even call it likeness because this house I don't to trust them like that. I don't trust anybody likeness for this house. I feel like it's just a competition that is going on between Kola and Jason. So both of them are trying to be the ones at like everybody they fight for their position. Jason wants to block way for Kola, and then Kola wants to establish his territory. Because I think that's why he's even trying to really push for that case. He wants to be that he wants it to be that okay, this particular thing we have done has separated me from the rest of the guys, right? Like there's a clear difference between what she has with you people and what she has with me. And then Jason, obviously, he cannot be direct because he has Sultana on the side, he has the girlfriend outside. So how does he want to come at it? So instead of coming at it, he's now trying to block, anything. That's the way I'm looking at the dynamic. So, yeah. Biggie, please off kitchen lights, garden, so they can go and look for it. Oh, Cole, you're not nice. They must find Biggie's snake. If Biggie also can take it, she should go home. Honestly, voluntary exit will not be bad if they cannot face the heat. So, we've been just for a while this night. So I'm just gonna end this video here so that people can rewatch the replay of the live stream easily. So let me go and watch what is happening in the house. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye. See ya. Love you. Kisses.